Arby's, we have the meat.
You ready for the Arby's call?
Please.
Or the Arby's story?
Whatever it is.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Well, guess what else they have at Arby's?
They got horsey sauce.
Yeah, they do have horsey sauce. They have Jamocha shakes.
No.
Curly fries.
Arby's, we have the hot oil.
I would imagine they have
Oh, for the curly fries.
Yeah.
An Arby's worker was arrested for throwing hot grease at a drive-thru customer.
Oh, was it a Digital Underground guy?
Could you imagine? This is
Burger King.
Can you imagine what the hell happened here?
That's really bad.
An Arby's restaurant employee in Hueytown, Alabama, fired and arrested after allegedly throwing hot grease at a customer on Saturday. My God. So here's a story. The police in Hueytown, Alabama say the cops responded to a report of an altercation between a customer and an employee at the Arby's at the River Square Plaza.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Cops arrive, and then they learn that the worker threw hot grease through the drive-thru window at a customer in their car. The customer suffered burns, was taken to the University of Alabama Hospital in Birmingham. A spokesperson for the restaurant said the employee was immediately terminated, and they're cooperating with police. Cops said the worker was taken into custody at the scene. As an investigation continues, no word yet whether charges had been filed. The restaurant closed while the company began its own investigation. So what? We don't know what happened. I don't have an update on what caused the accident. As of last night, I didn't see anything.
I mean, there had to have been words exchanged to get the employee into a place where he'd throw hot oil on somebody.
Exactly. What causes the Arby's employee to throw hot? I got to believe it was out of the French fry machine, right?
I mean, it's right there.
It must have been right out of the deep fryer.
If you look at the floor plan on a lot of these fast food places, there's the drive-thru, there's the fryer right there.
Don't you see the guy coming up to you, like getting it and walking towards the window in aggressive fashion, then just drive away? Maybe.
Like, how do you scoop up the hot oil though? With what are you using?
He probably got the whole thing.
A ladle? No, the whole thing is like 5 gallons of oil.
Ladle, cup. Maybe they took the whole French fry basket and like flung the basket, and like all the hot oil splatter came off of the little the gratings. There's like those French fry baskets are like it's a metal basket. So obviously it's not going to hold a large quantity, but if you pull it right out of the fryer and then you flick that oil at somebody, or maybe it was a cup that they dipped in and they threw the hot oil. But I mean, can you imagine what the hell happens at an Arby's drive-thru window that culminates with the employee inside throwing oil on the customer in the drive-thru? What the hell happens?
Maybe they didn't have the meats that day. And then they just got mad.
Arby's, we're out of meats.
We have the grease.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Yeah, we have the grease, absolutely.
Hey, mad props to Arby's for keeping the turnover alive. Hey, apple and cherry turnovers. No other place offers those.
Wasn't that what you were in charge of when you worked there?
I worked for Arby's for 2 days.
And you did the icing,
And
right?
the first job they gave me was the icing the turnover job.
You got to put the swirls on the icing?
And it's-
I'm sorry, you got to put the icing swirls on the turnover?
The icing is in a piping bag, and it's...
Didn't you take the bag and just put it in your mouth?
Of course I know. Hold on, yes.
Was it one of those little pastry bags where you squeeze it?
It had like a pen size or ballpoint pen tip on it.
Yeah.
You have to weave it back and forth. It's like a motion.
Did they tell you how many lines to put on there?
9.
9 lines?
That's a lot
Back
of
and
icing.
forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With the piping bag. And you get it right across. And you cover the whole turnover with it, and it has a nice little drizzle on it.
Wow. Roxanne, did you have an update on the story?
On what story?
Oh, I thought you were giving me a look like maybe an update on the Arby's story.
No. I'm just talking to the texters. We're having
She's
fun.
just going to out more people on stories we brought up.
What are the texters saying?
We're just talking amongst ourselves. Whenever you think I'm not paying attention to the show,
You're
I'm
right.
not.
Okay.
I'm talking to people.
But yeah, no, Jamocha shakes, for what they are at Arby's, really good stuff.
So someone just said that sometimes those pots are small that they have the grease in.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could just fling it right in somebody's face.
When I was thinking of Fester, putting the 9 swirls of icing on the Arby's pastries, I was just thinking of, the Sesame Street baker When I was a kid, remember the baker that used to fall down the stairs with all the... Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Wasn't
The Swedish.
that actually Jim Henson in the...
I think it was. No, you remember these?
One wedding cake.
Remember these? And he falls down the stairs?
I've never seen this.
2 chocolate cream pies.
Remember these?
3 birthday cakes.
You can hear the,
Wait a second.
you can hear the
It's coming
Kermit
back
the
to
Frog
me.
voice.
Is there donuts involved?
Well, he had...
Root beer floats.
The guy was at the top of the stairs with like all kinds of desserts, and he would fall down. These pratfalls.
Fancy fruit cake.
Yeah, let me go to the end here.
9 coconut custard pies.
Yes.
10 chocolate layer cakes.
Remember that?
I would still play that
And
sometimes.
then it went into that song. We need to find the song. Can you, Fester? Can you?
I can look for it.
Yeah, refine the search. What do you call it? It's the Sesame Street Baker.
Okay, I'll find it.
Yeah, just type in Baker, and I want to hear that because it's like, and that's the song. Brings back memories of my childhood watching Sesame Street. Yeah, see if you can find the jingle at the end, the little song, Sesame Street Baker song. Yeah. Here it is. Yeah, hit that right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10.
Here we go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1. Let's sing the song of 1. And here's the baker. Oh.
1 penny.
Then the kids do all kinds of 1 things. All right, go to the end. Fester, go to the very end.
I've already had to watch this.
No, you got to go to the you got to go. Hold on, go right here. Hang on, I want to get the baker. Here it is.
1 wedding cake.
And then he falls down the stairs.
Hysterical. And they would have a song for every number.
Every
the song
number,
of 2,
yeah. That's the song of 2, the song of 10, yeah.
1 paralyzed chef.
I fell down 10 times.
Fester with his 9 swirls of icing on the Arby's turnover.
That triggered all of
The
that.
secret is really to move the hips and not the arms. But it's 1, 2.
Why would they
3,
pick the
4.
roundest guy to be in charge of the icing?
Because
That's such a mistake.
The lady that worked the register was on meth. I mean, it was like I worked there for 2 days.
We got to find out.
The manager's name was Brock.
Oh, that's right. You've talked about Brock in the past.
At the time,
Yeah.
I thought Brock was the coolest name in the world. Oh, Mom, his name is Brock.
Why do you name me Brock?
Yeah, Brock.
All right. So we'll follow the Arby's hot oil story and see if there's any more that comes out. But again, if you work at a fast food restaurant, I wouldn't suggest throwing hot oil from the French fry machine at a customer at the drive-thru. Probably not good for your not good for your career in fast food. That's what I'm thinking. All right.